Good evening, sir.
Vijaya.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sumaina. Very good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Good evening. Hi, Lalita. Good evening.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Vinay and Diksha. Vinaya, can you hear me? Vinaya Puja?
Hi, sir.
Okay, brilliant. Hope your camera is on so that come on. How about Diksha? Okay, brilliant, Vinaya. Very good. Good evening, Diksha. Diksha, can you hear us? Okay, Rashmi, check with Diksha if you can. And also, I believe one more participant is yet to come, I believe. Shweta, if I'm not wrong. So check with her as well. Okay. Okay, great. Very good evening. So I believe everybody had a good day today. And so good to have you back again. And tomorrow, I believe there is an event, Super Shanivar, which I think Desi Crew HR is organizing. And do you know anything about that? Because of the Women's Day, they are going to organize it tomorrow. So that event is for you only. And I believe I am also doing a small activity in that. So if you have time, I think all of you have got an invitation around 5 o'clock, which is there tomorrow, right? So please do join. So it would be pretty interesting. Okay, great. So before I begin, let's have a quick look at the words which we have, which we took in the last class. And so what are the words? If somebody can tell me, Shushma, can you tell us what were the words which we said we will make sentence and bring it?
Humble.
Okay.
Always be humble enough to learn the new things.
Always be humble enough to learn.
To learn the new things.
The will not come. Right. Okay. Humble enough to learn new things.
Okay.
Right. When you mention a particular thing, then the or the will come. So the will not come. So have the removed. The Himalayas. So there is only one Himalaya. Right. We will not say, even from name you may not say. I may not be able to say the Shushma Shetty. I will be only saying Shushma Shetty. Right. Okay. So here the will not come. Okay. Fine. Great. Good sentence. Yes.
Then articulate. A baby cannot use articulate speech.
A baby cannot
use articulate speech.
Say that again. I just missed that. A baby
cannot use articulate speech.
Okay. A baby cannot articulate her speech. Leave use. Articulate itself is use. A baby cannot articulate her speech.
Okay.
Articulate is like you're talking great. I went there, I did this, I came back, I got this. So this is like you're articulating, you're creating a kind of a drama. I'm not saying drama as kind of a drama, but suppose a team leader is talking to the member. He or she is telling the thing in a great way. Shushma is her subordinate. She will completely take whatever he is saying. Articulation. So a baby cannot articulate her speech.
Articulate means understanding.
Articulate meaning saying the best way you can say.
Okay.
Saying the best way you can say. So you are giving a presentation of that particular subject in a great way, in a way like the person will be able to understand, the other person will be able to understand what's being said, and in a best way, right? Let's look at also what does the dictionary say about articulate, since you asked this. So what it says about the meaning of articulation is good at expressing your idea, as I said. So someone who is good in expressing, like I said, TL, he's good in expressing his idea. So the team member is motivated. Oh, let's do that. Yes, we will do that. So that is articulation. So saying the thing in the best possible way. Okay, great. Next.
Spontaneous. So spontaneous speaking skill must be required for a good speaker.
Okay, spontaneous speaking skill is required for a good speaker.
For a good speaker.
For a good speaker. Great. Sushma, all the sentences, I believe, I'm sure it looks like you have made it. So you're great. You made an attempt to make the sentence. So that is 100% reward for that. So keep doing that. Only then what will happen is that I can make small few corrections here and there. Okay. And when I'm making this correction, no, don't get perturbed and all. This is that's the reason why we have this class. So instantly this will happen. Okay, this is going to happen for everybody. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, great, fabulous, Shushma. And let's
Thank
see.
you, sir.
Very good. Two participants are here, I believe. Carol, can you switch on your camera? Are you there? Carol, Seema, is Seema there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Seema, how about switching on your camera? Like you can see, we all can see you as well. Like you can see another 5 participants, including me.
Network issue, sir. If I on, automatically will off the call.
Disconnect? Okay, fine. So have you made the sentences, Seema, yesterday? The sentence which Shushma said now?
No, sir. Yesterday call was cutted after 6:30 later.
After 6:30. Okay, the 3 words, you know the 3 words now? What Shushma said?
No, sir.
Okay, Shushma said 3 words. So first word is what was the first word?
Humble.
Humble. First word is Seema, humble, Humble. I'm sure you will be able to see it here. I'm putting it on the chat. So what you can do is that you can make
Hello.
meaning of maybe sentence, then I'll go back to others. And humble meaning very, very down to earth is humble. Okay. And the next word is articulate, right? So this is another word, articulate. I'm typing that as well for you, articulate. And another word is spontaneous. So articulate is meaning when you are able to express your ideas in a brilliant way, right? So when you are able to express your idea in a fabulous way, that is what articulate is. And spontaneous. Spontaneous is immediately, like spontaneously he rushed for help, right? Without waiting for anything, immediately they went for rush. Have you got it, Seema, these words?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have written it there in the chat box. So you can mute yourself. It's fine. And just go through these words and try and make some sentence. I'll come back to you at the last. Okay, fine. And
Okay.
how about Carol? Carol is there.
Hello, sir.
Carol, can you come
Hello.
switch on your camera, please? Carol? Okay. Carol, if you can hear us, switch on your camera. If there is any issue, let us know. And I'll just go to another participant and I'll come back to you. So I'll go to Vinaya Shetty. Good evening. So what are your sentences you made for us?
Hello, sir.
Smile. Nice smile. I like it. So the smile,
Hello.
Lalita
Hello.
is smiling, Sumaina is smiling, I am smiling. So that becomes a great environment. We have this camera on so that we can see Vinaya. Pooja is also smiling. Right, great, fabulous. Very good smile.
Sir.
Yes, carry on.
Hello, sir. Carol is speaking with you, sir. Carol.
Carol is speaking with me, but we cannot hear, right, Carol?
Now it's mute.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, Carol. Carol, I'll come back
Hello.
to you in a minute. I'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
Do you have any problem, a network problem or something? Switch
Yeah,
on your
network
camera.
issue, sir. Yeah.
Try
I
it
can't
once more.
hear your voice.
Okay, fine. So be mute. I'll come back to you. Yes, Vinaya.
Hello, sir. I am first word humbly. I written humbly.
Okay.
I humbly request you to grant me 1 week leave.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Granted.
And,
Okay.
And the second word, articulate. I am very articulate with my process presentation.
Okay. I articulate my process presentation very well. Can we make that change?
Okay.
I articulate my process presentation very well.
Very well. Okay, sir.
Or you can make it even more simpler. I am good at articulating my presentation. I am good at articulating my presentation. Brilliant, Vinaya. Very good.
And spontaneous.
Mm.
Spontaneous events held on our Center Day program.
Spontaneous event held
On Center Day program.
on Center Day program. Spontaneous event happened on Center Day. Brilliant, fabulous, fabulous. I'm so happy you all are making an attempt to make this sentence. So these are the new words. Humble, I'm sure many of you would have known humble, but spontaneous is a new word. I'm sure a lot of you wouldn't have heard about that. Similarly, articulate is a new word. So don't forget this word, right? Make few more sentences in your mind, in your book and all, and then you'll remember this thing, right? Okay. And then you can say one day, hey, she's very good in articulating things, no? Right? So this is what it is, right? You can imitate also when you're doing the language. If somebody is speaking good, no, there is nothing wrong in imitating. What is imitating? Talking like them, right? You see somebody who's talking in a good language, you imitate them, you talk like them. So that's also another way of learning language. Brilliant, Anaya. Thank you very much. All great sentences. And then I'll go to Sumaina is there. Yes, Sumaina. Your mic.
First word, articulate. For village, some village peoples are not good in articulate American words.
Village people are not articulate American men. Village people, villages are not able to articulate American language. Village people. And so instead of village people, you can say villagers. Villagers matlab kya? Gaon wale, if you know Hindi. So villagers are not able to articulate English language. American language is what? British language is what? Australian language, all they speak English. Canada also they speak English. Villages are not able to articulate English well. Okay. And also, Sumaina, one more thing, it's not peoples. So people itself is like a plural. It's not singular. People meaning many people. So we can't say peoples. Okay. So that you make a note of it, because tomorrow you might be making the same mistake also. 2-3 times it's fine. But after that, it should come into the mind. It's not peoples. It's only people. Okay. So after we speak also, you forget, because you're going to read the next sentence, but write this down. That's very important. Okay. What's the next word?
Humbly. I write humbly.
Humbly. Yes.
Politicians always humbly ask the people for votes.
I don't know whether your volume is a little bit less. You have to speak up, because I'm finding it difficult to hear. Yes. Maybe increase your volume if it's on the less. Yeah.
Politicians always humbly ask the people for vote.
That's a good one. That's a very, very good one. Well thought one. Fantastic. Politician always humbly ask votes from people. Okay, brilliant. Fabulous one. Very good. Good one. Good one. Yes.
Spontaneous. I am very much interested in spontaneous the writing books.
Okay. I'm very much interested in spontaneous writing books. I'm interested in spontaneous writing. Right? What you're trying to say, you know Hindi, right?
Little bit, sir.
Little bit. Okay. So I may not be able to. So spontaneous writing book doesn't sound okay. So I am a spontaneous writer, or I am a spontaneous thinker.
Another one I did, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
My friend spontaneously decided to make new film.
My friend spontaneously decided to make new film. Yes, that's a good one. That's a better one. And I'm happy you have got 2-3 backups also. So brilliant. So that is a great thing, right? Great. Nice to see all of you are putting such great efforts. Fantastic. Very good, Sumaina.
Thank you.
So I'll go to the next participant. Who would be that? That will be Lalita now.
Yes, sir. First word, spontaneous.
Okay.
I like to be spontaneous.
You like to be spontaneous. Okay. So I like to be spontaneous rather than I'm a spontaneous person. Okay. Lalita is a spontaneous person. Whatever she does is like spontaneous according to the situation she does.
Okay. Next word, articulate.
Okay.
I can't articulate my feelings well.
Oh, brilliant. I can't articulate my feeling well. Fabulous. Fantastic. Yes.
So next word, humbly. I humbly requested everyone to not to skip English activities.
Okay. You humbly requested everybody not to skip English activity. Very good. Very good. Very good. Fabulous. Fabulous. All great thing. Okay. So you are kind of a brand ambassador for English. You're talking to everybody about English and all this thing. That's a brand ambassador. Okay. So brilliant, Lalita. Fabulous sentences.
Thank you, sir.
Brilliant. So I move on to Vinaya now. Vinaya Puja.
Hi, sir.
Hey, Vinaya. Please, have you got your sentences?
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
I would like to spontaneous attend in every training to improve my knowledge.
Okay. Can you read this sentence a bit slowly and loudly?
I would like to spontaneous attend in every training to improve my knowledge.
I like to spontaneous in attending
Every training to
or I spontaneously attend every training to improve my knowledge. Not only English, right? So there is some error in that particular sentence. I spontaneously attend any training program to improve my knowledge. Like that, you make it change. There is some sort of error.
Okay, sir.
Have you got it?
Next one, humbly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Next one, humble.
Yeah.
In every day, sir will teaching very humble to all.
Say that again.
In every day, sir will teaching very humbly to all.
Okay. English trainer is teaching very humbly to all. Or maybe I don't know which sir you meant. Maybe you meant some other teacher. So I don't
Yes,
know.
sir.
Right. So teachers very humbly. Great. Nice to hear that. Thank you very much. If it's a compliment for me, I am very, very pleased. Okay. Next one.
Articulate some difficult situations cannot articulate.
In difficult situation, you cannot articulate. Very good. Well thought out. This one as well. Well thought out. In difficult situation, when you're stressed, when you're angry sometime, when you're upset, you may not be able to articulate because your anger take over, your feeling takes over. So you find it difficult to articulate. Okay, great, Vinaya. Fabulous. Brilliant things you have
Thank
made.
you, sir. Thank
Very
you, sir.
Very nice. Okay, so let's go to Carol has got some network connectivity, but she's connected. I'm sure she can hear us. Carol, I'm sure you will be able to hear us, right? Say yes, if you can. How about Seema? Seema and Carol. Okay, great. So we will carry on. Those who are here and those who don't have any connectivity issue. Carol, you said yes, sir. So if you are able to listen to us, why don't you switch on the mic? You are on mute now. Okay, fine. So we will carry on. So what I would do is that brilliant. So this activity is caught up very well. I thought you are putting a lot of efforts in making this, and also these sentences are spontaneous sentences which is coming from you. Okay, and you're also able to articulate it well. You're putting your feeling into it. You're putting the reality into it. So that is something which I really appreciate that. So this is catching up. So this we will keep continuing, right? And if you see, I'm making tiny correction here and there, right? So keep making a note of that, and so that will be a great exercise which we'll keep carrying on. So what I will do is that I will be sharing my screen now with all of you, and so let's look at what we have got. Now I had some videos which I have to show you, motivational video in terms of English, right? But when I run that in the morning class, I had some difficulty. I'm working. So these are some brilliant videos. So I'm working on that. Hopefully I'll be rectifying it, right? So if you look at this slide, this talks about are you able to see this slide? Real life case studies?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. So this is the video which I tried to run today morning. I had some difficulty. I'm working on that. We will get it done, right? So what we would do is that now we cleared the foundation part. We talked about all this time, we were talking about the foundation. So what was the foundation which we covered now? So the foundation was like, we talked about it's a functional English. We said it's not English. And we also said why functional English, because we are not going to cover the entire thing, what we required for day-to-day function that we covered. Then we also had a quick introduction with everyone, right? And then we also played a game called as Icebreaker, which was very interesting. Then other than that, we had a kind of a preview. So we gave you a kind of preview of what we are going to do, what we are going to cover and all, right? And then we also talked about the foundation in terms of vocabulary, right? In terms of having a vocabulary, which we are building, these kind of words, which we did today, yesterday, right? And then we also talked about why it is important. So we also talked about the short term and the long term, what is the importance of English in corporate language, the corporate world? So that's we talked about, because if we have to be here, we need this language, right? So it's building up the requirement. Then what's in it for me? So what is in it for all your participants, right? So that we also talked about what's your short-term and the long-term benefits and all that we talked about, right? And we also talked about, do you think English is a foreign language? So we agreed, all of us, it is not. Did we cover this particular slide yesterday? We covered, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. I thought, right. So we covered this as well. Brilliant, right? So we talked about it's not kind of a foreign language because a lot of these words are mingled with our local language, right? And we talked about whether in school, college, commercial thing, billboard, and all, English was used in a larger sense. Then also we talked about confidence. That is very, very important, right? Today also there was a video Rashmi has sent that talks about confidence. Look at that video. That's a good video, right? So it also talks about confidence, which is required for anything and everything in life, right? There are two ways of doing it, unless one thing is that without any sort of confidence, right? Another thing is that do it positively with 100% and 200% conviction and confidence. Right. So this is what it is. So what's the requirement of confidence in a language which is used less by you? 100%, right? So unless and until you are confident, you will not be able to get the thoughts here. Then you'll not be able to articulate. Then the brain will be clogged, right? So you'll get tensed and all those things. Confidence is very important. And I see all of you are very, very confident. So that is a great sign. Okay. So real life case studies I talked about. We will see that some real life. I'll have two video here and there rather than having everything in the same day. Right. So what do you see on this particular slide now? It talks about bottleneck. It talks about bottleneck. So anyone who can tell me what is bottleneck? Anyone? See, there's a clue. Look at this particular slide, right? It's a dog. It's got a bottle. The head is coming out of the bottle. Any clue? Or maybe any guesses? Okay, fine. Fair enough. So you can take this word as an assignment for tomorrow, right? Please take this word as an assignment for tomorrow, which is called bottleneck, which I'm sure you would be able to see that bottle and neck. So take it as neck, not necks, because necks is there because we have got so many bottlenecks. So we will discuss about that. Okay. So the thing is that you tell somebody to work hard, come up in life and all those things and all the motivation you give. But then what are the difficulties in doing so? Right. So what is that person has to do? What are the efforts he has to do? What is his skill where he's lacking? How to improve that skill? How to become better in that skill? So this is these could be a kind of a bottleneck which he or she has to work. Similarly, we are saying this language is very important. It's important for you. It's important for your future in corporate world. If you have to survive and you have to grow, this is required. But what is the difficulty when the person is learning? Right? What are the kind of a situation which can come? So we are going to cover all those situations. So this will cover all the situations which will come when you're trying to learn this particular language, right? So so the first thing, this is a slide. So Lalita, are you able to see? If you're able to see, read what is written on the top of it, please.
Challenges faced while speaking English.
Absolutely, right. Thank you very much. So challenges, what are the challenges faced? What are the difficulties which we face in speaking this language, right? So it could be, one could be, if you see the next slide as well, it talks about problem in speaking English language. Another thing is that over hesitation. Sometimes you could be over hesitated, too much thinking, right? Whether I would get it right, whether I would make some mistake, right? So those kind of a thing, when it is there on your mind also, no? What will become is that it will become difficult for you to concentrate, focus. As I said, if you're calm and cool, then your thoughts will flow and then you will be able to talk, right? You will be able to articulate it better, right? So that is what it is. So so let's see what are the things. One is over hesitation, which we talked about. What is hesitation? Does anybody know what is hesitation? It is written here. Okay, hesitation is whether to do or whether to not to do. Whether I go into the boss office, knock the door, should I not do? Whether I should do that thing or I should not do. Whether should I call her or should I not call? Whether should I wait or I go and meet. Got it? So make a note of this word as well, hesitation. So this is a new word as well for us. Hesitation meaning 50-50, not sure. Karna hai, nahi karna. Or maybe want to do or don't want to do. Or shall we do, shall we not do. So that is what it is. So make a note of this word, this particular word as well, hesitation, right? So we can make some sentence, and this is also looking little bit of difficult sentence which you wouldn't have heard. Not difficult, I'm saying you wouldn't have heard. So this is another sentence which we can do, right? So let's go to the next one. So another very important thing which this slide talks about is like, it's like a hypnosis. Like hypnosis is more into the mind, right? You see that hypnosis, no, where you go to and there are people who get hypnosis. So what is hypnosis? Is like you get into their mind in terms like you do something and then the person completely gets connected to you. Then you ask anything and then the person starts telling you. I'm sure you would have seen it in TV and movies and all those things, right? So what is this hypnosis? This hypnosis is stop worrying. Don't worry, right? And this is very, very important, right? I've seen a lot of learners when I'm doing training. What happens is that the first thing they think, sir, what would other think, sir? Because they might laugh or they might think something or they might make fun of me. And so these are the things they have come and openly and told me. And there are some who will pull the leg. Hey, you become like an English gentleman. Huh? You are all talking or gentlewomen or right. So you are talking all in these kind of English and all, right? I've seen a lot of people, they do that, right? So that is something which is very common because people tease each other and all those things. But as I said, no, you have to be selfish for your learning. You don't have to worry about others. Only then this will become better. As I said, I keep saying the same example, right? If I come to Canada and Karnataka and I have to live there for some time, then what will happen is that to go out, I need to speak a little bit of Kannada after maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months and all. Understand basic words like milk, maybe money, how much is 10 or there about that. So this is required when you travel about public transport or maybe go to a shop or meet somebody and all. So how will you do? Yes, you will make some mistake. The pronunciation will be wrong. You will be using the wrong words. You might be saying something, but as long as the meaning is understood, the language is complete, right? Earlier there was only signs. There was no language. So the thing was that only thing used to happen is what in the sign. There was no language when a human being came into existence. Language came later, after thousands of years only, right? So the thing is that, so the first thing is that stop worrying what others think. A lot of learners, they think what others will think, and sometimes what my family member will think if you are talking to somebody in the family itself. So these are the things which is all negative things which will not help you learn faster, and sometimes it will not help you learn at all. And another thing is that stop thinking and start doing. So they are saying get to the task, don't think about other things. So let's focus on this task which you have in your hand. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. So can I ask Sumena to read this one, please, for me?
It's okay to make mistakes.
Okay, brilliant. Fabulous, Sumena. Thank you very much. It's okay to make mistakes. That's what we are doing now. Right, it could be this mistake or that mistake. It's all fine. because we were not born in England, right? So we didn't have much opportunity to speak, to learn. And now we're taking this opportunity. See, learning is the greatest thing in this world. One of the greatest thing, whether anything, right? So we are doing a greatest thing. So mistakes are fine. As I said, the kid will fall 10 times and it will crawl, and then it'll try to stand, it will fall, it will fall, it will fall, and then finally it starts walking. Even after walking, it will fall, right? So that is what it is. So this is all fine. So we are getting there. We are reaching there. So mistakes are fine. So don't get too much worried about mistakes. Again, saying what others will think or what he or she will think. All these things can be a negative influencer. So let's not focus too much on that, right? So it says mistakes are fine and they are stepping stones towards success, which is obviously because nobody made or built anything without making mistakes. Even the great of greatest, they have made so many mistakes, and you learn from mistakes. And this is, of course, a language, right? So it's not like we are investing a huge money in business, and if it fails, what will happen? No, it's just a language. We are learning a language, and you got all the benefits. I see a lot of young participants as well here. So once you have this long language thing, you will have a lot of confidence in you, right? So that will open up your mind, the thing, your connection will change, and you all have great career in your head. So that is something which will help you. Okay, so we will go to the next one, and who can read this for me? Just give me 1 second. I'll probably ask Shushma. I'll bring this thing for you, very easy one, just to make sure that we all, it's not only one person who's talking. And so, can you, 1 second, I'm bringing the slide up. Can you read what is there mentioned here?
Never feel shy while speaking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. So I'll take this to the class. So let's have a kind of a discussion. So why should you not feel shy when you're talking? So let's take it to the class now. Okay, Shushma, you want to try? You want to give it a try?
When we actually want to say something, but because of feeling shy, so we can't say anything.
Brilliantly said. We actually want to say something, but we are not able to say because we are feeling shy, especially in not in Kannada.
Sorry.
Especially in English.
Yes, sir.
Which we are trying to learn. Yes, anything else you want to add? Very good point, Shushma. Fabulous.
Then shy is one of the weaknesses of the people that makes the people, less confident, or they actually hide their talents. So
absolutely brilliant. You're saying some great things here, actually. So shyness is one of the main reasons why they don't open up. Their talent are hidden. The talent never comes out and all. Okay. So brilliant, Shushma. All great thoughts. So you are in flow, it seems. So you have any other point now to share?
Yes, I am also feeling shy, sir.
Right. So how will this feeling go?
Actually, I took some time to get comfortable, sir. That's my weakness, actually.
That's okay. That's you. That's Shushma. So that is your nature. So that's fine. And so it takes some time. That's fine. And see, the thing is that this is an opportunity where you're talking. I don't know whether you had a platform like this where you could talk, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
When you keep doing this on a regular basis, the shyness will also go, right? When you said
Yes.
shy, after 2 weeks you will not be shy. You will be completely, you don't look shy now also. Maybe inside where you might be, but after a couple of weeks weeks of attending this class, that will give you a lot of confidence. So this is also giving you a kind of a confidence already to you, right? And when you do after this, see, this session cannot keep happening ever. There will be a day when it will get over. And this is good that Desi crew has got this and they are training and all those things. So this will get over. After that, what Shushma does? After that, how do you carry this journey? Who will be your speaking partner? What kind of listening you're doing? What kind of reading you're doing? What kind of speaking you're doing? What kind of practice you're doing? And then one day, I'm sure all of you also should look at, think now at least at this point of time of public speaking. Public speaking is also very, very important. Public speaking could be also in front of a small crowd, just be there and stop talking. It will take some time. Initially, it will be very, very difficult. And after that, after you do twice, thrice and all, no, you will overcome that. Everything initially it is difficult. Once you do that, it will be fabulous. So, Shushma, great thoughts to share with us. Brilliant, right? Fabulous. And may I go to Vinaya J. Shetty? Never feel shy when you're speaking in a language which you're not comfortable. So what are your thoughts on that, Vinaya?
Sorry, sir, I can't explain it.
You know Hindi?
No, sir, little bit.
Okay, you know Kannada?
Yeah.
Okay, explain in Kannada. Somebody talk in Kannada. Somebody will explain to us. Who will do the translation for us? Who will do the translation? Lalita, you do the translation. I give this task to you.
No, sir.
Try. No, this is important. This is something which you should do. Yes, this will be interesting. This is getting very interesting. Yes, Vinay. All your thing. You can say in Kannada, as I said, no, if you're finding it difficult, it's saying never feel shy when you're speaking in a language which you're learning or you're not comfortable much and all. Okay, it's fine, Vinaya. I'll come back to you. See, now you got stuck. Now the thing is that this is fine for today, but ensure you have something to stay. You have to get some thought, right? In English also, it might happen tomorrow. You are in a flow, you're talking for 2-3 minutes or something is happening and suddenly someone asks, you're stuck. So we have to overcome that. That's very, very important. So that's the kind of a hurdle which we will work on, right? And so it's fine. We are just, so this can happen. This can happen with me also. It would have happened a long time ago with me as well. I would have been there, something they asked me, I completely got stuck and then it didn't happen. Okay, great, it's fine. You have read that. So I'll go to other participants as well, since I said I'll throw it to the class. Sumaira, what do you feel?
Sir, please repeat once.
Okay, it's saying never feel shy when you're learning a language. Right, it's saying never feel shy when you're learning the language. Right, we are talking about bottlenecks, no? Bottlenecks meaning difficulty when we are learning this language. So what it's saying is that slide I'm talking about. Never feel shy. Never feel shy while speaking.
Sir, I have to explain about shy, I think.
No, they are saying when you're talking in English, don't feel shy, or in a new language, which you don't know much. Why do you think so?
It's a opportunity. Sorry, sir. It's
Opportunity
to learn a different language. I use it well.
Absolutely, opportunity to learn a new language. Okay, right. And so that is good. See, Sumena, you might say, suppose you are asked to come to Tamil Nadu for some time, right? You've been there for 1 month or 2 months and all. then you start talking in Tamil, right?
Yes,
For
sir.
example, then will you be completely confident in speaking in Tamil?
No, sir, I don't know Tamil.
Okay, you're learning Tamil. So you have learned little bit Tamil in 6 months. When you're talking in a group of 10 people, will you be confidently talking, or little bit of how will you talk?
First, starting it always goes a little bit. After that, definitely speak confidently.
Absolutely. So it will take some time, no? So that is what they are saying. Now, so since at this point of time, let me tell you, all of your English skills are at some level. It's not that it's not something which is like only practice. I can see only practice is not there. So if you keep putting that practice on a constant basis, your level will go up. So the point what we are trying to say is that if you feel shy, no, then again the confidence comes in. You're not able to articulate. Your mind doesn't work, and so many things are not happening. So that is precisely what they are saying, right? Never feel shy when you're talking. Maybe it could be like your friends, as I said, 4, 5 friends. Hey, Sumena, you're talking in English. What, yeah, and all, right? So that probably should not come. So you have to be selfish about yourself. Sumena had to be selfish that she wants to learn, that she wants to put this effort and go to the next level. So that is what it is. I think great. So I'll go back to the slide now, and so let's see. I'll go back to the slide, and let's check with our 2 participants. Carol, are you able to hear us?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you able to hear us? What we are talking? I think she has got some real problem. Okay, fine. So we will go to the next one. So we have discussed about this. Let me share the screen before I do that.
Yeah, I can hear, sir.
Oh,
But
you
I
can hear.
cannot talk.
Okay, 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 fine. So you're from which place? You're from Kapu as well? Okay, it's fine. So as long as you're able to hear, great, fabulous. Okay, so we spoke enough about this. What it says is that please ensure that you don't feel shy when you're talking in a new language, right? And so this is another one. We also talked about English is just a language, just another language like any other language, right? So it could be Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, etc. Just a language like any other language. So don't give too much of it. Sometimes we give too much of importance. Oh, there is a meeting tomorrow, I have to speak. There is a meeting tomorrow, I have to speak. Then what will happen? We are getting tense, right? So a lot of learners, they think this is something what do you call an elite language and something a special language. No, it is not a special language. It's just a language. Our Indian languages are much richer in this culture, or much older than English, right? If you look into Indian language, which is much older, English came very late. So only thing is that, as we discussed in the other class as well, because Britishers were there and they conquered most part of the world, they also came to India. They left this language, and it's been they were here for more than 300 years. And then it was introduced in our schools, in our things, and also this become a kind of a language. But this is just a language. Why don't we use this much? This is not the only language we have. No, we have so many languages in India. Every state have their language. So obviously we will not be using English all the time. Even I'm not talking English all the time, right? I'm talking in other languages as well. So this is not the only language, right? And this is just another language. Just remember that. And this is much easier as well, right? Because the alphabets are less. Only thing is that you need to understand how to do that pronunciation and all. There are a lot of help there on the YouTube and all. So this is much easier to learn. Only thing is that the thing about English is that in other language, especially in Hindi, how you write and how you speak is both same. Sometime in English, it's not like that. Say in you write A and then you call it A. You write B, you say ba. Right? So there is some difference. We have one class on that as well. One slide we will cover about that. So that's the kind of a difference here. So the point is that this is just like another language. Maybe it's Tamil, it might be Kannada or Hindi or any other Indian languages, right? So don't think this is something very, very difficult, which is out of this world. So this is very basic and it's very easy also because it's there everywhere, as we discussed the other day. English is all around us. Only thing is that we have to put our mindset into it. And once we do that, then we will be able to pick it up. And anyway, it is all practice. Everything is practice. So once we keep doing this practice around pretty soon, maybe 2-3 years, you will see a great change. I see already you're doing fabulously well, right? So maybe down the line, it will get even better and better. So that is what it is. Okay. So what we will do is that I will leave this slide with you. There is one more slide which I'll show you and see what is this slide. You will work and tell me tomorrow what do you mean by it. So just give me 1 minute. Okay. Can you all see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Lalita, what is written on this?
English zone.
Okay. So it's a person who is with the glass, he's seeing. And then there is another person who's saying that comfort zone. Another slide is there. So he's trying to break the comfort zone. And then there is success in front of that person. So this slide itself is telling a lot of story. So there is something known as English zone. So please have a look at this slide and we will discuss about this tomorrow. I will try to understand what your thoughts are. So we will start with that. Along with that, three words. I'll give you one more word as well. So I'll do that for you now. Okay. So let me stop the trading. So we have got two words. What I will do is that, did we do a word known as elite? I don't think so we did. I gave this word elite in the group. I've written it here, elite. So that's another sentence for you for tomorrow. So make a note of it. So elite meaning English is not an elite language as we think, meaning it's not for the language for the rich or maybe high class people and all those things. Everybody can speak in English. I've got a lot of people who are uneducated. Those videos are with me. I'll show them. They haven't gone to the school. They haven't gone to the college. They haven't gone anywhere. I will not say they're 100% speaking nicely, but they're talking in English and you will be amazed, right? So those kind of videos I have, I'll be showing that to you. So what it's saying is that English is not an elite language, right? So that is something which that's probably that what we are saying. Okay. So there are three words now. So these are the three words which we will be able to discuss. So Vinaya Puja, what are the three words for tomorrow? Vinaya Puja is there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vinaya Puja. What happened to your video? You were sitting in a dark...
Power issue.
Oh, power issues there. Okay. In Kapu, power, you are from Kapu as well?
No. Kundapur.
Sorry?
Kundapur.
Oh, okay. I saw that power went off, I believe. Power goes off very often?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Fine. But still, I appreciate you're connected with us. That's great. So, have you noted down all three words for tomorrow?
Bottleneck.
Okay. What was it?
Hesitation.
Sorry?
Sorry, sir. Two words are not sure.
Okay, what's the second word? Someone can help her?
Hesitation.
Sorry?
Hesitation.
Hesitation. Okay, hesitation. You can see it here. I don't know whether I've typed it here. Hesitation. I don't know whether I typed it here. Hesitation is the next word. I'll type it here for you. Okay. And the last word is elite. Have you got it? Elite. I've
Yes,
written
sir.
it. I've
Yes,
written
sir.
in the chat box. I've written for you, so you can see in the chat box. It is there. Okay. And I'm typing hesitation as well. So I don't know whether I made sentences for this one sentence, sample sentence for you, example for you. Hesitation, I think I told you, I was very hesitant to go and meet him. Meaning I was a little bit hesitant. Shall I go or shall I not go? Right? Elite. English is not an elite language. That club is for elite and rich people. Right? Life itself is very elite if you know how to live. So now I've changed completely the meaning of this, right? I'm saying life itself is elite. So there is a feeling here about I made life as in thing, right? And there was another word which was what was the other word?
Bottleneck.
Bottleneck. Okay. The pandemic created a bottleneck for Indian economy, meaning bottleneck. Bottleneck is not coming out. It's not coming free. So there is some problem here. So pandemic has created bottleneck. Bottleneck for our economy. Right. The greatest bottleneck in learning is feeling shy. Right. The greatest bottleneck in learning could be feeling shy or could be feeling shy. Right. The bottleneck between the flowing river is that there is a big mountain. So the river is going around the mountain. Bottleneck. So this is how this is also you can use it. So these are the three words. Okay. Brilliant. So we have come to an end, almost to the end. So what we will do is that I'm also thinking coming week and all, we will have some different activity and also we will come up with some nice jokes also. Everybody will come and share some nice joke, right? So short and simple, and we will share. So that, of course, what will happen is that it will be in language English, and then we will all have a good laugh at that as well. And then what will happen is that, so that will make it very interesting as well. Okay. So what do you think about Vinaya Shetty? That will be nice, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Very good. So fabulous. So how's the weather there and all in Karnataka? Has it started heating up and all? Summertime is here?
Now started the summer.
Oh, it started, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in South, at least in Karnataka, you have some bit of chillness and winter and all. But here in South, especially in Tamil Nadu, maybe down South you have, because you have some hill in Ooty, Kodaikanal and all. But in Chennai and all, it is always hot only. So only November, December, it gets a little bit okay. But we are heading into the summer. So it will become pretty hot. Okay, great. So I think we have come to an end of this particular session. And I'm sure you all had another day of an interesting thing. And I'm very happy we are started a learning thing, right? So we are doing our slides. We are doing activity in terms like making the sentences. I'm thinking other activity, and I see active participation from most of you, right? Unfortunately, Vinaya has power issue today, because I can see you 5 have no issues. It's unfortunate Seema and other participants, they have some issue. Otherwise, they are not able to participate and get benefited out of this. Hopefully that will resolve. So what I would say at this point of time is that I would wish you all a good evening. And so we will meet you again and have a nice evening. See you then. Bye for now.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, Sumena. Bye, Lalita.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.